I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DM Watts Podcast. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend. Ours was okay. We did a lot of...
Ours was okay.
Yeah.
We did a lot of ASMR research for the video, which we will link somewhere up here if it works, if not, whatever. And for those of you that are listening to our podcast, go check out our ASMR video on YouTube, DM Watts Podcast YouTube. We did a little special on it and what it's about and all that stuff.
So go ahead and check it out. Also, you guys can see we got a little bit of a newer background for the moment. Our DM Watts Podcast, we've been wanting to show y'all this. So there's that. There's our background. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you like it. If not, if you watch it, listen to us on Spotify, or wherever you listen to us at.
We got a new background. It's not the chalkboard. We're doing something different because this is our 1 year anniversary and we're going to celebrate it all month. And we're figuring it out as we go along because that's what we do at DM Watts. We figure it out as we go along.
Yep. So
and you know, I just thought of something we didn't say about the ASMR.
What's that?
How much do people make?
Yeah. The people, they pull in some bank.
Millions.
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 There's someone over in, I think it's Japan.
Yeah.
She pulls in like 3 million a year or something.
3 million a year.
Yeah.
By eating.
Yep.
So you won't be seeing any of that on DM Watts Podcast. I promise you, or listening to it. That's just not my thing.
So let's get on into
so your fishbowl topic of today is, what is your perfect lazy day?
Well, I can tell you it ain't ASMR.
No.
That's some work.
Yeah.
That's some work.
It was very hard work.
I ain't trying to make this episode about what we
no,
do today.
it was just really hard work.
It was work.
So yeah, perfect lazy day.
So to me, I think the perfect lazy day is having someone, which I've been blessed enough to find someone, having someone that is cool enough that will sit there to me and of course, stop the ASMR voice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm just letting the people know.
Yeah, having someone that will chill there and play video games all day.
Yeah, that is a good lazy day.
Sit there and play video games with me all day.
Yes, I will.
Literally, we have stayed up to 2 and 3 in the morning playing Overcooked. We played Overcooked. We get on Grand Theft Auto and meet up in the casino.
Go straight to the casino.
Straight to the casino and play blackjack. She's in one room, I'm in another. And we'll be playing blackjack.
With our headsets on.
With our headsets on. Or we'll meet up and I'll get in the flying DeLorean car that I have.
Yeah, and we'll fly all over.
Yeah, it may take us about 6 or 7 tries because people keep blowing us up.
Yeah.
They're killing us in so
I think that's why the last time we did it, because we kept getting shot out of the sky.
I was like, just meet me here. Set the dot and meet me there.
Yeah.
Get you a car, meet me over there.
Yeah.
So I mean, but perfect lazy days. What about you?
Well, that's pretty close. I don't know. I think for me, a perfect lazy day is one that my mind allows me to be lazy. But it involves rain.
Yeah.
Or snow. Or thunder.
I like that.
So yeah.
Not thunder enough to where it shuts the power off.
No, just that gentle thunder. But rain, like my whole thing has always been is I curl up on the couch with a blanket and watch British television. That's my lazy day. What'd you catch me doing the other day? Because I was in pain. I wasn't being lazy. I was still working on the computer, but I was curled up watching the British baking show. Yeah. I remember being in there. I walked in. I was like, yep.
What, I mean, that's fine. Because, you always get into those. She gets into those British baking shows.
Yeah.
Not British baking shows. She gets into those baking shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I think we did one during the holidays was a gingerbread.
I love gingerbread
baking show. I was like,
yeah.
How many gingerbread things can you do in a show?
But then there's that other British show, competition show, that the clay.
Yeah.
You know, when they did the pottery.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
That one was really good.
But I
surprisingly got into that one.
Yeah. If I had BritBox, I would truly never get anything done because I would be watching Are You Being Served continuously and keeping up appearances. That's my I love that show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but and
That's
so
my lazy day.
well, that's what I gotta ask though. Is your lazy day really a work day though? When you think about it, because when you're talking about a lazy day, you're literally relaxing. You're not thinking about nothing except what you're watching. And if you're thinking of, if you're relaxing and thinking about, hey, how can I incorporate this into my work? That's not really relaxing.
Well, yeah,
You know
I
what I
get
mean?
that, but I think, and I'm pretty sure I speak for a lot of people, especially the women. We don't allow ourselves. It's almost like we have to have permission
Yeah.
to be lazy, and it's like I keep waiting for my mom or dad to tell me it's okay.
Yeah.
Not that they ever told me it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for this weird permission, and then I put this stuff on myself to where I
Yeah.
can't even be lazy. So literally my perfect lazy day would being able to shut my brain off.
Yeah. And I think, when it comes to those type of days though, because, we've seen a meme on Facebook before. Let me know if you've seen this one, where a guy and his dog are sitting out at like a lake. And the dog, they have the thought bubbles that come up. And the dog is thinking about the man he's sitting next to, his human.
Yeah.
The human thought bubbles comes up. He's thinking about car payment he got to make. He's thinking about,
Mortgage,
oh, my job, the mortgage, I got to go do this.
family.
And then they're up above it is like, this is the reason why you can't relax, because even when you're supposed to,
Yeah,
you're not.
You don't allow
You don't allow
yourself
yourself to relax.
and
So,
that makes it hard, because I mean I have lots of ways I could spend a lazy day,
Mhm.
but I again, we don't always allow ourselves to. But I will say this, people are like, I just want to be on the beach. I've never been that person.
Yeah.
And I love the sun, I love the beach, I love the ocean, but I never found the beach to be relaxing because of, oh my God, the sound.
So I've been on
sand.
some beaches, and they are not relaxing. In my
There's
opinion, that
nothing
is not a
relaxing
way to be
about
lazy,
it.
because, to me, I guess maybe I'm too paranoid or whatever, what do you want to call it? I can't see myself laying out in the sun with random strangers walking by you, because it's like,
That's
you may wake up
yeah.
with something stolen.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you can't. So
and I can't enjoy going into
Right.
the ocean, although you don't, but I would.
Yeah.
I can't enjoy going into the ocean because
Yeah.
where's my stuff?
Yeah, you hopefully somebody walk out with your stuff. So my remedy for that is the ocean and the beach looks beautiful from the balcony of your hotel room.
With
That's
a
great.
drink in
With
your
the-
hand
with
and
a-
your feet on the
and your feet
balcony.
on the balcony.
Hell
You know,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So-
My new lazy day, my husband has saved it.
Mhm.
He saved my lazy day. Because it's the crinkling of the sand gets everywhere. I swear to God, I'm still pulling white sand out of my one bag from the Bahamas 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
It's not satisfying to me. And I think it's also because of my condition, because of my fibro, it actually kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Like there is a big part of it, which is why I like being in the ocean,
Hmm.
because it calms my body down and
Yeah.
I'm buoyant and it's great. And
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of sharks
Okay.
or dolphins.
The statements like
Or
those is
eels.
why I always tell her somebody got to live to tell the story.
Yeah.
So it's statements like that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, baby, if anybody can walk on water, I'm telling you.
I'm just telling you. So, but I gotta say, I have to reiterate what we just said also. Like, do you know how to be lazy anymore? Because now
No.
you cannot literally afford a lazy day.
You
Literally,
can't.
you are thinking to yourself, okay, take a stockbroker. Let's take a stockbroker.
Okay.
The stock market closes at Friday at 5, 4, wherever it is that that you live at.
Sure.
That entire weekend, you're planning your moves for Monday.
You are.
Yeah, you are literally plotting your moves for Monday.
Yeah. And you're
that
looking at
entire
trends
weekend.
and
Yeah.
you're seeing if the president
Yeah.
spoke and
Yeah,
the
you're
Fed
looking
say
at all
this.
those
Is
things.
the
And
war
so-
still going on? Like
Yeah.
there's so much
so
to think
much
of. You're
stuff
right.
going-
There's never an off.
And then everybody's like, well, you never sleep on the money. I'm like, yeah, but your body got to relax too. Allow yourself a lazy day. For those that are driving along listening to us right now, when the last time you had a lazy day? And lazy is not, we don't mean that in a derogatory way.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you just refuse to get up and do anything with your life.
No.
Like, we look at lazy as relaxing, however you want to look at it.
yeah.
You're like just chilling, doing something that you like without the worry of the world. Nobody wants to talk about what Biden is doing. Nobody wants to talk about what Trump is doing. Nobody wants to talk about, everything else is going on everywhere else in the world. Sometimes you want to shut all that off and just have a peaceful time.
Right.
To
When
yourself.
was the last time you weren't in survival mode?
Right. We've been in survival mode for 3 years,
and
3 years now.
That's how I feel about my own life, as do you. Like, at what point do you get out of the habit of survival mode to enjoy a lazy day, to give yourself a lazy day? Yeah. And that's sad, because as teenagers, obviously, there would be some kind of laziness in there.
Of course.
But now I can't even sleep in if I sleep in past 7:30, I get a headache.
Really?
Yeah, I always have.
Mm-hmm. And it's because it's crazy.
And I hate it.
Well, you're right, because
I miss sleep.
Lots of times we'll get up like, man, the half the day gone. It's 8. You know what I'm saying? Like,
seriously.
We turn into those people, because literally it's like our dog is whining at about like 5:30, 6 o'clock because she wants out.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, you can't go to sleep, just get up. You know what I mean? And
right.
So it's like, literally, what we can say is, when it comes to all of these things, the biggest thing we want to get across in this topic is like, what do you do to be lazy? If you have to think about it, if you literally is like, how would I relax? I got like 5 things. I'm like, how I get the day off and I don't got to think about nothing. Okay. I got like 5 or 6 video games right now that I've always talked to her about. Like, I want to play them so bad.
I actually want to play them.
Yeah, Final Fantasy X, Kingdom Hearts.
I really want to play.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, you shouldn't have to think long and hard about what you would do if you didn't have to worry about nothing. If your response is, if somebody gave you a day off, I'm like, what are you going to do on your lazy day? If your response is, well, what about this? Well, what about this? What about this? That right there.
Yeah.
Is
that's my brain.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm like, my God, we used to do barbecues on our lazy days. We used to, we were fortunate enough to be off of work, on a day together. We'd throw barbecues and all of this, which was still work, but it was a different kind of work. Mm-hmm. And I miss that. Like, I could legit see myself, again, kicking my feet up outside and watching you on the grill, knowing that my mashed potatoes are inside, and and that, you got the mac and cheese is coming out of the oven. I mean, I'm really ready for that. But I think my lazy days, again, involve weather. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm just desperately waiting for the true spring to start.
Absolutely.
Not the false spring with the third winter on the way.
Absolutely.
I'm ready for warm weather and vitamin D.
Yeah.
And being out in the sun and gardening, and I think that's another lazy day, is when we'd be on the deck.
Yeah. We can't wait to do that again, because it's
with our newfound Asti, or our newfound Spumante, not Asti Spumante, but our newfound Spumante that was at the local grocery store. And I wish I knew the name of it, but it's peach. And you can get them at, Dillon's, Kroger, whatever. And it was just incredible. And I'm like, this tastes like summer. It tasted like a real peach.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I just want a lazy day, but I don't even know what that looks like anymore.
So ask yourself this, as we are talking about what is your perfect lazy day, and as you think about it, if you got to sit here and think about it, there's a couple of things I want you to think about real quick. Number one, what would you do on your lazy day? Okay, that was the first thing that we talked about. 2, if you can't think about it, the next question I got to ask you is why? Why is everything else so important except you? Why? Because my wife has to tell me this consistently. Don't think because I'm on here saying this stuff that I live by that, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm not being a hypocrite.
No, we're not hypocrites here.
We're not hypocrites whatsoever.
Full disclosure.
This is true.
We're very high-strung people.
That my wife has to bring me and reel me back and say, that is not our problem. These are grown-ups. They ain't got nothing. Whatever people around us gonna do is their business. You understand what I'm saying? So when you guys are sitting there right now, and it's like, well, I still got this, I got that. I'm like, yeah, and it's still gonna be there the day after you got that lazy day.
Yeah,
it's still gonna be there.
I used to, when I was in survivor mode. I mean, I don't think you ever get out the habit of it. But I'd call my mother just hysterical, and she'd always say the greatest thing to me, which is, and what can you do about it right now? Can you do anything about it right now? And I'd always go, no. She goes, then why are you worrying about it right now? You will deal with it in the morning. you need to relax because you cannot do anything about it right now.
Yeah.
Everything's closed, or that person's gone, or
Yeah.
so you're going to have to confront it tomorrow.
Yes. So I think what you can take away from this and everything that we're saying is that, just like what you said, like if you can't give if every day is a work day,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Every day is a work day. How is that helping you in any way?
Right.
How is that helping? If you can't give yourself a lazy day, what's the point of having a PS4, PS5 if you play it once?
If it collects dust.
If it collects dust.
And what's the point of a weekend if you're constantly connected, and we're guilty of it,
We are.
to your phone, checking your emails to see if that work thing went through, or if
Yeah.
you got an email, or if, you know, if they
Absolutely.
transfer calls to your phone.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Because I'm gonna tell the military is the worst. To me, the military is the worst offenders of this. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the military, because the expectation was, I used to work for a guy. The expectation was, even when you are on leave, you are on call. Which the military, yes, the reality, if you're on leave and
Of course,
something happens, you got
war breaks out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm on
but-
the beach. I'll be
But
there in
he
5
did that
days.
in the sense of, hey, we need an answer on this paperwork, or
Oh.
this, and they're like, no, I don't think you understand what being on leave means.
yeah.
Like that doesn't mean you don't call me. You don't get to call me
Mhm.
on vacation. I'm on vacation. That's what that means. So, and you know, but then that's the thing. If you are forwarding your messages, forwarding your phone calls to your phone while you are gone, that's a problem.
That is a problem.
That's a
But I
problem.
think another thing with lazy day is, I think to go with our lazy day, one that doesn't involve the phone, like legit turning the phone off,
Yeah.
or at least turning the ringer off.
Yeah,
So we
because
can't
this is
talk
gonna
to
say- you're
anybody.
right, because this is going to sound really bad, and it is not meant to be offensive.
No.
But unapologetic as we are, here it goes.
Yeah.
If somebody were to pass away, God forbid that happens. If somebody were to pass away, and you are taking your day where you shut your
Oh
phone
my
off,
God.
either somebody is going to stop by your house, or that person will still be passed away. the day
Somebody's going to
after
get a
that,
hold
too.
of you.
Somebody's going to get a hold of you, but that person is not going to magically be alive the day after.
No, but do you
You know
know
what I'm
how
saying? So
guilty you would feel?
You're gonna feel guilty.
Oh my
but at the same
God.
time- but,
I can't.
but see here's
You've already messed it up for me.
but I'm just saying you're gonna feel guilty, but for what? I have to say this, and I'm using your words against you because you always
Oh,
do it for me
good.
sometimes.
Good.
Not words, but you know, the thoughts, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're not gonna go dark like that, but I'll just tell you this: if something were to happen to somebody, that were, you know, God forbid they were to pass away, the day after that you find out, and it's like, well, we tried to call you. Okay, your phone was off. Okay, but they had passed already.
Right.
Like, what could you have done? You're like, okay, I could have been there for what? I mean, obviously been there for everybody and all that.
Yeah,
but
support.
support, but for the person is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's
But
like support for the
I don't know.
but they
I
would
have
have
a
also
different.
came by and got you already.
Yeah, and
Am I
that's
right?
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so the
Oh,
other
yeah.
question is, why wouldn't y'all come by and get me then?
So that they could bitch at you the next day that you were taking a lazy day, and that's what you get for wanting to do something for yourself. Okay, I know
Yeah.
that's what would happen to me.
So, look, we don't got the right answers.
In
but
other
we're gonna-
words, no lazy days
Yeah,
for Misty.
hey, we don't have all the right answers, but at the same time, so we can relate, and we know some of you listening to this can also relate that, you know, it's not fair and it's not right. So take time for yourself, regardless of what
Yeah.
everybody thinks. That's the point we want to
Write down your lazy days and
Yeah.
then vow to at least experience 8 hours of one a month, or maybe 4 hours, whatever you can do. But, and I need to take my own advice on that. I would love to get back to my video games. I miss them oh so much. And you know, we need to start separating ourselves from technology
Yes.
and from work
Yes.
a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit more. So guys, that's
little
it.
more.
That's our, you know, what would you do on your lazy day?
Oh, it was
That's our
just so
episode.
nice and upbeat. Happy
Yeah.
Monday, everybody.
Yeah. It was upbeat. It was just kind of went a little low there towards
Yeah,
the end, like, hey,
a
what are we
little
doing with this?
dark.
Yeah. So
How's your perfect lazy day? What's it look like when I'm dead?
happy Monday. Happy Monday motivation. Hashtag Monday
Hashtag
motivation.
Monday motivation.
Hashtag Monday thoughts. Okay, that's it.
And I'm even gonna feel guilty in death.
Hey,
So
there it is. But hey, look, Guys, you know where to find us, DMYpodcast.com. That's clearly not on here anymore. That's one thing we think
but it's right above my head.
But you guys know it. DMYpodcast.com. Y'all can catch us on all the streaming services.
Yes.
Check out some of our ASMR videos.
Yes.
You guys
go to our YouTube.
Have to go to our YouTube. Check out some of the ASMR. We still got the NFTs going on OpenSea. DMY. Y'all know what it is.
Yes.
Look, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for keep tuning in. We appreciate it all. Okay. Signing off for DMY Podcast. I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And you guys take it easy out there. We're DMY.